Good morning, friends. Welcome to the daily morning podcast of SBI Securities. Today, big day. Yesterday was the US Fed meeting outcome. Today, interim union budget. At the same time, many auto companies will report their monthly sales number for the Jan. A big day today. We may see a lot of volatility based on various news flow, based on various budget input. First, let us check what happened yesterday in the US market and what was the outcome of US Fed meeting. So yesterday, US Fed has maintained the status quo as far as interest rates are concerned in the US economy. However, so basically there are two things which I can derive out of that meeting. One is the US Fed has clearly told that March is not the month where they will see a rate cut. So everything will be data driven. So that's slightly disappointing. That earlier market was expecting that rate cut will come as soon as March, and now it seems that rate cut will be in the month of June 2024. Again, it is dependent on incoming data on inflation and employment in the US economy. However, one positive thing from coming out from the US Fed meeting is that the interest rate, inflation and everything has peaked out. So one thing is pretty sure now, that the fear of interest rate hike is not there. However, one caveat there is the any disruption in the supply chain due to the geopolitical tension flaring up, that can change the stance of US Fed. So it's a kind of dicey as of now. The street is assuming that now the rate cut has shifted from the month of March to June, and to that extent we have seen the US 10-year bond yield has corrected from earlier 4.10% to 3.94%, and this augurs very well for emerging markets like India. So we may again see fund flow moving out of the US 10-year bond from a safety haven to the riskier asset like emerging market, and that's positive as far as FII flows is concerned. In terms of other indicator, US dollar index is trading close to 103.5, kind of flattish, whereas crude oil is trading close to $81 to the barrel. Again, no major impact as far as the domestic markets are concerned. So once this event is behind us, however, post this event we have seen correction in the US market. So Dow Jones was down to the tune of 0.8%, Nasdaq was down to the tune of 2%, and S&P 500 was down to the tune of 1.6%. And so US market has seen reacted negatively to the US Fed policy. However, cooling off in the US 10-year bond yield augurs well for Indian equity market from foreign institutional FII flow perspective. Now let us check what happened in the domestic markets yesterday. So yesterday was a positive day as far as the Nifty and Sensex is concerned. So Nifty was up 186 point or 0.9% and have settled at 21708 level, and Sensex was up by 0.8% and have settled at 71752 levels. And the gain was mainly led by heavyweights like HDFC Bank and Reliance Industries. In terms of fund flow, foreign institutional investors were buyer to the tune of 16,661 crore, that is 1,661 crore rupees, whereas domestic institutional investors were also buyer to the tune of 2,543 crore. So both FII and DII were buyer in the yesterday's market. Again, yesterday was a heavy day as far as results are concerned. So many companies have reported the numbers yesterday. Rather than giving very detailed description on each and every company, I will bifurcate the list into two parts. One is the companies which have reported very good set of number, and one company and other list where companies have reported kind of in line or slightly weaker set of number. So for the further detailed analysis on each and every individual company, I will request all of you to go through our morning update report, which is available on Telegram channel of SBI Securities. At the same time, the morning report is available on SBI Securities website, and if you are a client of SBI Securities, you can ask your dealer or advisor to forward the report on your WhatsApp number. So first, let us check which companies reported a fantastic set of numbers. So cement companies are reporting a very good set of numbers. So few of the companies which reported good set of numbers yesterday were Udaipur Cement, Shree Cement and Heidelberg Cement. All three companies have reported very good set of numbers. Among the three, I feel Udaipur Cement is the company where we may see a massive re-rating, and that stock should be on radar from a medium to long term investment perspective. Godrej Consumer kind of reported inline set of numbers. So no major surprise as far as positive or negative is concerned in Godrej Consumer. Few more companies which have reported a good set of numbers and can react positively in next few days are Thomas Cook, Ratnavir Engineering, Udaipur Cement we have already discussed. In addition to that, Swan Energy, Uttam Sugar, Relaxo, Heidelberg we have already discussed, Mankind Pharma and Data Pattern. So these are the few companies which have reported a very good set of number. In addition to that, JSPL has also reported a very solid set of results. So JSPL will also remain in focus for next few days. On weaker side, QSR company continue to disappoint the street, and Jubilant Foodwork and Westlife both have reported a weaker set of number. And the reason being that the consumer sentiment continue to remain weak across the QSR sector, increase in competitive intensity. So many new players have forayed into this segment, and they are facing hit of that. And at the same time, there is some inflationary pressure which all these QSR companies are going through. But again, it's a good sector. If I take a slightly longer horizon, medium to long term horizon, India is a growing economy, and in a growing economy with increasing disposable income, QSR players will be winner in a medium to long term perspective. So good sector in a temporary trouble. However, the stock may continue to react negatively in the trade today. In addition to that, two big companies which are favorite among the retail investors, Suzlon has reported a very good set of number. At the same time, company is very optimistic on future growth prospect based on the government push for renewable energy, especially wind energy project. So Suzlon is a stock which can react positively in medium to long term. Bank of Baroda, again one of the favorite stock for all of us, has reported a very good set of number. The bank is taking a lot of steps to protect the NIM, and has went on record to say that their credit growth will be to the tune of 14 to 16%, and hence we believe that a fair value of the bank is around 260 to 270 rupees. So that stock can also be on radar from a medium to long term perspective. Moving on to the key results. So again today, almost more than 50 companies are likely to report the number today, and among the prominent name among them are Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, Titan, Abbas, Aditya Birla Capital, Abbott India, Bata India, Castrol India, Indian Hotel, Praj Industries, Arvind Smart Space, Deepak Fertilizer, Godrej Agrovet, Greenply, Jupiter Wagon, Raymond. So list is very long. More than 50 companies will report the numbers today. So you can refer to the entire list in our morning report, or it has been shared on Telegram channel also. So moving on to the key news, stock specific action, where we will see an reaction today. So first of all, Paytm. So yesterday we have seen that yesterday evening post market closing, RBI has put a ban on Paytm to onboard any further customer as far as Paytm Bank is concerned from 29th of Feb, and no other banking services will be available from 29th of Feb. So it's a big negative as far as Paytm is concerned, and we may see a pretty strong adverse reaction in the market today. So I feel now the stock can go down to the range of 500-600 rupees. So I would recommend not to do bottom fishing as far as Paytm is concerned. And in case somebody is holding the stock, I would recommend them to exit this stock as far as Paytm is concerned. Moving on to the other development. So Paras Defense and Space, the company has received an optical periscope contract from the Ministry of Defense. So that's positive for Paras Defense in medium to long term. Deepak Nitrite, the company has said that its subsidiary Deepak Chemtech has signed MOU with worth 9,000 crore with the Gujarat government, and this project will be implemented in a medium to long term in Gujarat. So that's positive again for Deepak Nitrite in a medium to long term, from a medium to long term perspective. HG Infra, the company has been declared L1 bidder for 440 crore South Central Railway project. So that's positive. There is another development on Religare Enterprises. So yesterday, Burmans, which are the owner of Dabur Group, they have taken majority stake in the Religare, a significant majority stake, and that augurs well for Religare Enterprises shareholder. However, we need to understand what are the plans of a new promoter to take the company to the next level, and post that we can take a firm call as far as Religare is concerned. Balaji Amines, the company's unit has received a mega project status from a government of Maharashtra with a proposed investment of 750 crore. So that's again positive for Balaji Amines. Triveni Engineering, the company will buy 26% stake in Sir Shadilal Enterprises via open offer for 262 rupees. So that's positive for Triveni and Shadilal shareholder. Moving on to the IPO offering. BLS e-services, yesterday was the second day as far as IPO is concerned. The IPO has been subscribed already by 43 times, but we are slightly negative as far as BLS e-services is concerned just because of the valuation. Valuations are very expensive at which the IPO is coming. It's a good business but expensive valuation. So what we would suggest is that you can write this story post listing and in case the valuations are in our favor, risk reward is favorable, then we can go ahead with BLS services post listing of the company. So today, before winding up this podcast, today being an interim budget, what can one expect from the interim budget? Since this is a vote on account and interim budget, nothing large expectation is there from the budget. However, what we feel is that budget will continue to focus on growth. So the spend on infrastructure, power, renewable sector, all this sector will continue to remain under focus as far as interim budget is concerned, and we may see an 8 to 10% increase in likely capex for so last year around 10 lakh crore was the budget for infrastructure spend, and this year it may go up by 8 to 10%. So any number close to 10% is positive for the entire infrastructure, defense, railways and road space. So that's one thing to look out in the budget. Second thing is we may see some rationalization in tax structure. So some benefits may be given for individuals as well as some corporates. So that can be again positive in medium to long term. So that will put more money in the pocket of middle class as well as employed class. Third, we may see some support to the rural economy. So rural economy is going to stress, and we may see some increase in allocation as far as PM Kisan scheme is concerned from 6,000 rupees to 8 to 9,000 rupees. So that is another factor to be looked into it. And fourth, to promote the manufacturing in India, the budget may continue to give more incentive to PLI scheme, and many new sectors may get added to this. So many all the manufacturing companies, cap goods companies, auto sector, based on the announcement in various sector, so PLI will continue to remain under focus. At the same time, the budget will continue to focus on renewable sector, so entire power, electric vehicle, solar, wind, biogas, bio CNG, this sector will also will remain under focus. But being a budget day, we may see some wild swing, significant volatility in the budget. As per the option data, it seems that market can swing between 21,500 on Nifty at a lower level to the 22,000 levels on the upper side. So a 500 point swing can be seen in the Nifty during the day. So I would advise caution that don't take any adventurous bet. It can be a wild swing day, and better to take a conscious decision not to trade aggressively today based on the various sentiment or various news flow, but let the market settle today, and maybe from tomorrow onwards we can make a decision based on logical outcome. Because what happened in budget document, there are many fine prints which take some time to get analyzed, and then in the evening post market closure we may see some negative as well as positive surprises. So trade cautiously in the market, especially today when there is likely to be a wild swing in the equity market today. In terms of so basically it can be a volatile day. Yesterday's US Fed meeting outcome is behind us now, so that's not an issue now. Auto sales number may will be start pouring in after some time, and that can have some marginal impact on various auto companies. However, it is expected that Jan month is a month where passenger vehicle companies will continue to report a good set of numbers. At the same time, yesterday Maruti's results were very good, so we may see some positive reaction. As far as Maruti is concerned, the stock has underperformed the market since long. So Maruti can be on radar from a medium to long term perspective. So let us see what happened in the budget today. We will keep you updating on this budget, and we will in the evening post budget we will release our analysis on budget report. So I will request you to go through that report also in the late evening. Thanks all. That's all for the day. Thank you for listening to us. Have a good day.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.